Hey everyone, welcome to today's explainer. So, we're doing something a little bit different today, but honestly, it is incredibly insightful. We're going to take a really simple, universally understood scenario from a children's story, and we're going to elevate it into a literal masterclass on preparation and routine. So, let's dive right in and deconstruct how a young girl named Simmy gets ready for her first day of school. And more importantly, we're going to focus on exactly how these foundational steps actually work to build a rock-solid mindset of readiness that, frankly, any of us can learn from.
Before we really get into the specifics of the text, I want you to think about your own life for a second. How do you prepare for a major life milestone? Think back to the night before you started a new job, maybe a big presentation, or moving to a brand new city. That feeling of anticipation, it's universal, right? It's so powerful. Well, what we're going to see today is how breaking down that preparation into structured, manageable actions completely transforms all that nervous anxiety into highly focused energy.
Okay, so meet Simmy. It's the very last day of the holidays, and school opens tomorrow. Now, what's super interesting here is that the text explicitly tells us that Simmy likes school, and she's so excited to start class 2. This immediately establishes this psychological theme of positive anticipation. She isn't dreading the change at all. She's eagerly looking forward to it. And as we'll unpack together, that genuine excitement, it doesn't just happen by accident. It is actively fostered by the prepared environment around her.
And that brings us to the first big pillar of our deconstruction, the ritual of preparation. This is a massive insight into how readiness actually works on a psychological level. You see, readiness isn't just this mental state you magically snap into. It actually begins with physical, tangible preparation. By taking concrete, deliberate steps in the physical world, like organizing your space, prepping your materials, you're literally signaling to your brain that a transition is happening. You're building a mindset equipped for success, moving away from that relaxed holiday state straight into a state of active engagement.
So we get to see this ritual perfectly illustrated in action. Simmy has these brand new school books, and Mummy is covering them with brown paper, carefully writing Simmy's name and her new class on the covers. Now, this isn't just a chore to quickly check off a list. It's actually a really profound active structure. It is a methodical, careful process that respects the materials of learning and quite literally sets the stage. It's all about taking the chaos of a new beginning and organizing it into something neat, personalized, and ready to go. Now notice how this preparation builds right into our next core insight, a foundation of family support. So how does this specific dynamic work to foster readiness? Well, when a community or a family support system gets actively involved in the prep process, they are validating the major transition the individual is about to go through. It clearly communicates to the person, in this case young Simmy, that her new milestone is a big deal. It's recognized and it is structurally supported by everyone in her immediate circle. Let's consider how this support materializes next. Papa gives Simmy a brand new pencil box, and the text actually itemizes the exact contents for us: a pencil, an eraser, a ruler, and a sharpener. The crucial point here is that providing these specific micro-tools physically equips the child for the new environment. It's not just a vague good luck gesture, it's a literal toolkit. It's saying, hey, here is everything you need to solve problems, correct mistakes, measure your progress, and stay sharp. It is pure, practical empowerment. And that layered family support just keeps going. Next, Granny gives Simmy a new pink school bag. So why does this particular detail matter? Well, in this context, it isn't just a utilitarian item to, carry things around in. Facing a new school year, it's a supportive, empowering gesture that ties generations together. It's this visible, colorful badge of her new status as a Class 2 student, and the source actually notes that she likes it, which instantly builds her personal confidence. She's walking into this new environment feeling really great about what she's bringing with her.
To totally round out this readiness wardrobe, we have to note the final additions mentioned: a new pair of black shoes and a new school uniform. These aren't just clothes, right? They are the required uniform of her new role. Think about it. When you put on the gear specifically designed for a task, you subconsciously adopt the persona required for that task. With these final pieces in place, the text triumphantly declares, Simmy is all set for school. She is completely, holistically prepared from head to toe, both logistically and psychologically.
This actually brings us to a brilliant comparison between the two distinct phases of this whole process. On one side, we have the night before. This is the phase of receiving gifts, covering books, gathering tools. This phase is entirely about establishing structure and building positive anticipation. Then, on the other side, we have the morning of, waking early, handling personal hygiene, eating breakfast. This contrast shows us exactly how the structural insights of preparation seamlessly transition into the actual execution of a routine. The hard work of the night before acts as a runway, making a perfectly smooth takeoff on the morning of completely possible. Walking rhythmically through the exact steps of Simmy's morning execution really reveals why pacing is absolutely essential to this lesson. Step 1, she wakes up early, giving herself the vital gift of time. Step 2, she brushes her teeth and has a bath, which is a physical reset for a new day. Step 3, she puts on her new uniform and shoes, fully stepping into her role. And step 4, she eats breakfast. Illustrating this perfectly shows us exactly how structured repetition creates an environment of calm and focus. There's no rushing out the door, no frantic searching for matching socks. The sequence is logical, it's predictable, and it's incredibly grounding.
And just to make absolutely sure that predictable calm is maintained, Mummy executes the final logistical details. She packs a snack in a new tiffin box and pops a water bottle into Simmy's new pink bag. This right here is entirely about eliminating future friction. By anticipating basic needs, like getting hungry or thirsty, and addressing them before they even pop up, the support system ensures there are zero roadblocks for the day ahead. Because of this, Simmy can focus purely on the experience of learning, rather than worrying about basic logistics.
So this highly structured morning strategically culminates in what we can call the community send-off. Right before leaving, Simmy has breakfast with Mummy, Papa, and Granny all together. This shared communal moment completely reinforces the entire support system right before she departs. It firmly grounds her in her safe, familiar space before she steps out into the totally new, unknown space of Class 2. It's a beautifully simple but super effective demonstration of how communal routines provide deep emotional security. Ultimately, all of this mechanical preparation, all of these step-by-step routines and supportive family gestures, they tie directly back to this one emotional climax from the source. Learning every day is exciting. This is the highlighted value pick of the story, and it honestly proves our initial thesis. This structural readiness, this careful, deliberate orchestration of tools, time, and family support is exactly how we make learning exciting. By actively removing the anxiety of the unknown and the stress of being unprepared, we literally leave room in the mind only for excitement, growth, and curiosity.
So, as we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with a bit of a provocative question to chew on. How can you apply Simmy's blueprint of preparation and routine to find excitement in your own daily learning or work? Whether it's just taking 10 minutes to lay out your tools the night before, or establishing a calming, grounding morning sequence, always remember that true readiness is a choice you make through deliberate action. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive today. I really hope it inspires you to approach your next new beginning with a little more structure and a whole lot more excitement. Keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.